So this guy made Anthony Bourdain out of wine corks. Now you have to see this, and unfortunately our live audience has a disadvantage at this moment to see this for the moment.
Yeah.
But this guy took a bunch of wine corks and literally Legoed out. I don't know what the best term
Yeah, it's like pixel art, kind of.
Yeah, pixel arted Anthony Bourdain, which it's pretty dang cool.
It is pretty cool. I don't know that I would want
I don't know that
6-foot square image of Anthony Bourdain in my house.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but to take the time to do it, that's pretty cool. That takes skills I don't have. I don't know how you do that. How do you have the vision to like? It's like the people who do the upside down drawings. Have you seen that? Where they like start from the bottom and then they just like flip it over at the end. You're like, what the heck? How did you do that?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got from this one. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. I think not an art form that I'm gonna take on.
I was really hoping you would.
What do you think accounts for the color difference in the corks? Do you think they're like summer? You think so?
Yeah.
Audience thinks that they were just burned. I was thinking
by the wine,
like stained by wine or
no. These are too dark. There's no way. Some of these are so dark that they would have to be
like a bottle, like a champagne bottle stout or something.
But then
Barley
this guy
wine?
spent so much time hunting down different corks.
I don't know, man.
You know,
Yeah,
everyone of his friends, he was like, if you see this color cork, bring it to me.
He probably just put them all together and then individually painted them.
Yeah.
He didn't even make Anthony Bourdain's face. He just made a square and then painted the face on it.
They're still rounded, though. I guess you could paint everyone. I don't know. Maybe. Now we're really digging into this guy. Let's assume that he did this with.
Well, shout out to Rob M. Cairns on r/wine. Tell us how you did your art. This one was from ApoFox over on my Discord server. If you're familiar with our community, you know that ApoFox is really doing the most. Like, really, I should just hand that guy the keys to the channel. He's always foraging. He's making baskets. He sent me a spoon that he carved by hand to stir stuff with. Makes maple syrup from the sap, like in a big sugar house. He's just always doing just crazy cool stuff. And he wanted to remind everyone that, yes, it is, in fact, cider season. Mm-hmm. And he's picked a bunch of apples. And there's like, I think 11 baskets of apples here, which is awesome.
That's a lot of apples.
Goals.
Yeah.
We've talked about at some point like doing a split batch of like
I would like
an all apple cider.
I'd like to see a difference between getting, because every time I've done it, it's been Walmart, Sam's, apples, and you buy them in bulk, and then they 100% have the wax on them. So getting them yourself where they haven't been processed in any way would be interesting. Good and bad. I'm sure there's drawbacks to having no process. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to throw some of them away. I'm sure not all good.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Pretty cool. It is cider season.
It is pumpkin spice latte and cider season.
There was a meme I shared the other day that was arguing that cider is the superior fall drink versus anything pumpkin spiced.
I would agree with that.
Audience show of hands. It's unanimous from the audience that cider is preferred over pumpkin spice.
It is now fact, not opinion. It is now fact.
All right. Very cool project.
My apple cinnamon is about this time. That's when it gets really good. So when that video comes out, that's a good one to make.
All right.
Quick. Ooh, apple pie. That's a good one too.
So this next one is from KMurda87 over on r/Mead.
I know that guy.
Yeah?
I
think you've got this one.
Okay, so this guy...
I made sure to include plenty of context in our notes.
Yeah, I feel like... So he can buy these little carbonation tablets, which are normally just dextrose, or... do they come in sucrose? Or is it mostly just dextrose?
I think it's usually dextrose.
Regardless, carbonation, they're meant for priming sugar. Mm-hmm. And this guy went ahead and dumped 15 of those little priming sugar tablets into a singular bottle, and
a 64-ounce growler,
and let it do its thing. And then I don't know how he knew or decided when to go ahead and like open it, because to me I'd be like, I give it, I don't know, 3 days.
I like it says I wanted to see if it would come out carbonated.
It did. As you can see, it is very carbonated. So this is a good moment to remind you to use a calculator. And honestly, I don't like those tablets. I've never been a fan.
There was a time when I was a fan, and the more I've used them, the less I want to use them.
They're not consistent.
They are not consistent. And I have found anecdotally that they take 2-3 times longer to carbonate a bottle than just putting a teaspoon of sugar in there.
Right. Because they have to actually melt.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have some
the purpose of them is supposed to be that you drop it in and go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Right.
It's true.
So there is those hopped hydromels. Remember you came over and you guys did all the testing on those. I opened one up today. It has been 4 months, 5 months. I used carbonation tablets on that.
No carbonation?
Completely still.
Maybe you racked off the yeast.
I added yeast at bottling.
Maybe it didn't act. I don't know.
No, I think that they're a scam. I think that some are being made with like non-fermentable something.
They can work, but I much prefer just to get some priming sugar. I feel like it's cheaper, it's easier. You just get on your calculator.
The only times I've had failed bottle conditioning are when I have used carbonation tablets.
Mm-hmm. It's more immediate. You can use priming sugar and be done in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, just don't put 15 of them in a single growler.
Don't do that. That's the one thing you don't do.
Right. Don't send that to Mead Stampede. I like that there was a commenter that said, you used around 3 times the recommended
3?
dose.
That's it?
It's quite a bit more than that.
For 64 ounce, was it 12? No, that seems... Yeah, that'd be about 5. So that's 3 times.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay, this next one is also...
yeah.
I feel like it's more interesting in a positive manner in that this guy basically built his homemade fruit press, which it is very MacGyver. Like I watched it and was very like, this guy is homebrew MacGyver essentially, and it works. It looks like he's pressing this fruit well enough.
Yeah, so it
looks like a car jack to me.
Yes, it is a larger bucket with the fruit inside with some holes drilled in it.
Uh-huh.
And then a smaller bucket inside of that.
Uh-huh.
And then a car jack and a piece of wood to push the bucket down inside the other bucket.
How'd be so worried about the bucket bottom breaking with enough pressure? Like,
yeah. But, he looks like he built that with stuff from around the house.
I mean...
And it seems to be working.
It is working.
I'll stick to my 5-gallon fruit press.
No, I was going to say invest so you don't... Because then you got to go buy a bucket if you break it. There's always a chance. Yeah. All right, we got one more.
All right, last
BC,
one.
This
is from the Brewlosophy blog. I did pick this up on r/homebrewing, but it was from Brewlosophy themselves posting it. So this friend of Brewlosophy decided to see what would happen if he made a wit beer with Powerade Zero.
Yum.
I like that, not just like regular Powerade where
but
the sugar would ferment out, but then the stuff
you want it to be more close to water. You don't want the sugar, so I guess you got to get rid of the sugar.
But you get all this non-fermentable like sucralose or whatever.
He's getting his electrolytes. Surely that beer's got to be refreshing.
So the question is, would people be able to tell the difference between the beer made with water and the beer made with Powerade Zero? Well, it turns out that all of them could tell the difference.
No. I'm so bummed.
The pictures, though.
Yeah.
Right. Put it.
Get one of those like jungle bags that's like filters out all of the.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so they all could tell the difference. Here, you should have a picture of some of the coloration on this. The final colored beer was kind of like a swamp water green compared to the other one.
Did they do the blind taste test?
Yeah, they did a blind taste test. It's just it was in a shadow, a very blue shadow. So, in case you were ever wondering if you could replace the water in something with Powerade Zero and pass it off as if you had not done that thing,
You can.
not. You cannot.